And hello again, everyone. Welcome back to another video from the Demon Overlord. Now, today I'm going to, pretty obviously, be reviewing this product here from Jadas, the Dungeons & Dragons set that comes with Drist, the Drow Elf Ranger, Dragonborn Cleric, Human Fighter, and a Mind Flayer. And I'll be honest right now, Drist is already, I'm going to be honest before I even pull him out of the package, it is nice packaging, as you can see. It's got nice artwork on the back. It's pretty nice, pretty solid, pretty sharp stuff. Being made in China, can't help that. Ooh, sorry about that. And as you can see, though, they are pretty hefty the way it fell over so fast. These are all metal. And let's get them open, shall we? Okay, so first up here, we have the Human Fighter. As you can see, a very nice big round shield on him, more of a Spartan style with simple brown. But I like how very much pink he's got going on, little intricacies in there on the chest. Very nice. Once again, though, very big base, so it's going to make him hard to really use because he's also going to tower over most minis. I mean, for instance, let's compare him to, like, say, another humanoid. We got Minsk and Boo, which, as you can see, Minsk and Boo were very simple as well. They kind of turned Boo into basically a little purple accent on his cape, which I was not a big fan of. But as you can see, a little more effort went into this part of this one of the set. Now, let's compare him to another big shield warrior. Let's compare him to the Orc over here, since they both have a big shield, and they both kind of have a similar stance going, except just, reversed. Now, the Orc there has a nice interesting the shield, which I wish they had brought over to the fighter there. I like all of his details on him, and he's not too bad. Like, these literally kind of make me think of speed-painted minis. And, I mean, the Orc himself, as you can see, once again, he has a lot of that, like, sloppy, just painted-over color thing. So, it is what it is. Not too bad. A little bit of an improvement, at least, versus the other pack I've opened. Here we're doing an elf comparison, so we have a half-elf or elf bard. I can't remember exactly which one he was. The elf bard doesn't look too bad. His base is even a little smaller, and a nicer paint job. But then we get to Drist here, where he has a sword going across his shoulders, and he has a weird staff or possibly another sword that's broken, but the difference is it's not broken in the sense that there's a piece missing. It literally looks like it was meant to be like that, like he snapped it off and they painted it. So I don't know what's going on there, if someone just didn't want to basically make a new mini or what, but Drist there looks pretty rough, as you can see. Let's grab here. Let's take a look. Very boring paint job on the chest. He's got straps and they're just the same color as everything else. The green cape's okay, but then they made his lower half green, which doesn't make sense. And they made the gray match the base, so there's no standout. Then the green on the arms. Face sculpting, as you can see, is very minor. This is, in my opinion, kind of sad. Like Minsk and Boo, it's kind of a travesty to these amazing characters who are legendary. Like, once again, with Minsk and Boo, the rat is all messed up, and he needs more detail. I mean, the purple marks on his face are the only, nice part of it. But like you can see, they're kind of doing disservices. Minsk and Boo, you can fix and make it nice. Drist here, I don't think you can fix that. He looks pretty rough. It would take a lot of effort, and you probably could fix him, but, you're going to have to green stuff between there to make that fully connected. A lot of effort. And kind of a shame they did that to poor Drist. He's a really cool character as well. A nice legendary character. Here's our second to last mini from the box. We have the Dragonborn. Now, I think that right there was a lazy touch-up where someone accidentally got some brown in there, and they just left it, weird, because it's not a tail since Dragonborn's on tails. Then the sword, they made the same colors as skin. The blue, I mean, I like the intricacies going on his armor. You can see, you could probably fix this pretty easily. I mean, if you really wanted to, then maybe hit him with a little bit of some wash to help kind of accent the bits of edges and stuff he's got going on. But that dragon one is really bad. It's so chunky and fat. I don't think you can fix that into a regular dragon one since these are made of metal. And honestly, debasing these guys to rebase them would be ridiculous and unnecessarily complicated for what you would get out of it since it wouldn't work. And they're just too tall. They're just way too big. Let's compare them to a medium ooze mini just because they're both medium class. Way bigger. Way bigger. These things are just too big for minis, but at least you can use this as a nice Dragonborn statue. And then if someone goes oh, well, how does it have color? Magic. They magically conscribed it to it. Whatever. Let's get on with the last and probably the best mini of the set. Now here we have the only mini that I feel you could literally just take out of the box and use, the Mind Flayer. He's very simple with a black cloaking. He's got the nice silvery metal chest plate. And he's got the nice purple hands and the purple squid head. And honestly, a little bit more detail was done because they didn't like overshoot the squid tentacles where there's like unproperly painted. It looks nice. You could easily touch up to make it a little better if you want to. But honestly, I'd say maybe a little wash on his head and his hands to kind of bring out those little edges that you can't see well because of that very flat purple. But you know what? Out of all of it, I paid like $5, a little over $5 for these things in Walmart. They're worth it if you really want to get some nice collectibles for the set itself. And if you want to do the effort of cleaning them up to make them at least nice shelf pieces. Or the Mind Flayer being usable. But I mean, like, him definitely alone is worth it because the Mind Flayer itself is a hard mini to get. And then just like his friend here, the Mighty Beholder, these two alone make the sets worth it because how many times do you find a Beholder or at least a decent Mind Flayer to put on your board for a good price? So, just doing that. So there's the Mind Flayer, or the Beholder, just because that's actually a really nice one. Honestly, not bad for a pre-painted mini that, you know. Anyway, he looks good. He's at least usable because he's also not as chunky as the others on the base. And so I would definitely recommend if you want him for at least the Mind Flayer part. The other ones, like I said, Dragonborn statue and maybe human statues represent legendary people. So that's what you got there. Anyway, guys, as always, check out our podcast for the Dice and Dummies. And if you want to check me out on Twitter, I am at ZeroBerserker /Demon Overlord. Once again, either one of those names should get you to my channel or Twitter, whatever it is. Anyway, guys, stay safe out there and, you know, find cool stuff, man. Regardless how. And have a great one. Bye-bye.